A lot of people are going to tell you that the Mini-14 never really proved itself in conflict. But we're going to find out that's not exactly true. In the late 70s to early 80s, all three of these carbines met on several battlefields: brush wars, urban conflicts, proxy wars. Let's get into it. Greetings, fellow humans. Welcome to Tac Nerd. Out here at the range today, and we have our channel favorite, the Ruger Mini-14, talking about this rifle and if it was ever really proven in conflict. A lot of people are going to tell you that this has always been purely a civilian rifle, and for the most part that's true. But this rifle actually did serve in conflict around the world. We're going to talk about that, but first, let's do some shooting. Accessible for civilians, very common cartridge, 5.56 223. It was a desirable rifle for people in the civilian world, but did it ever really see conflict? Well, the answer is actually yes. Brush wars in Rhodesia, civil conflicts in Ireland, and proxy wars in Lebanon all saw this very rifle in conflict. Now, was it this exact configuration? I don't really know. There's not a lot of pictures of that time available, but this rifle definitely was used by a lot of resistance fighters and some militias of the time. Now, in addition to the Mini-14, the other rifle that saw a lot of conflict during that time, both of these next ones were military surplus. And this is the M1 Carbine. Now, as most of you know, this shoots a seemingly pistol caliber carbine, but it became quite popular during World War II into Korea and other conflicts, even Vietnam, and as I said, even in Rhodesia, Northern Ireland, and Lebanon. This rifle was used by, again, civilians, official combatants, and militias as well. The last carbine up here in our little show and tell is the SKS. Popularized and first made by Russia, designs would later be used by China and Yugoslavia, host of countries around the world. And this rifle would get exported all over the world. Most of its popularity would get taken over by of course, the AK-47, which used the same round, 7.62 by 39. This rifle would still go on to be used in many conflicts all over the world. Again, Rhodesia, Northern Ireland, and in Lebanon, all up against the other rifles we've seen today. All right, fellow humans, we are here. We're back at the bench, wrapping up our examination of these three carbines we looked at. Now I know there's only two on the table here, but you can imagine. Now, we went through a little bit of history with these. Yes, they were all used in conflicts around the world.
And much of this video was just to say, yes, the Mini-14 does have some heritage of conflict. As far as if any one of these was better, or if any one of the people in these conflicts armed with one or the other, if they had a better shot or not, I would say, to be quite honest, they're all pretty equal in one way or the other. Each of them has their own bonuses and detriments that will kind of help it or hurt it along. And as far as just pure accuracy, these are all, I would say, probably 3 MOA, maybe more. My SKS is definitely more. It's bubbed, but I would say somewhere around 3 MOA rifles. But as far as which one is better, I think that's going to really be up to the user and which one they like to shoot and which one they're better or best at shooting. As far as for me myself, if I had to pick one, that's it's going to be pretty tough. As far as the one I like shooting the most, it would probably, believe it or not, it's probably going to be the M1 Carbine. It's a very soft shooting rifle. It's very light, very handy. Um, yeah, it's just very easy to shoot. It's very pointable. Great for plinking, for knocking down cans or whatever have you. But it's got enough oomph to get the job done. I think a lot of people don't realize. I believe it was Audie Murphy. He won the Medal of Honor using this rifle. So it is nothing to shake a stick at. And I know a lot of people accused it of being underpowered. It really isn't. That being said, the issue is it is the ammo, because it is at this point in history, it is just far, far too hard to find. Yes, can you find it in stores? Yes, you can, but it is not going to be easy to do so. 5.56 223 is going to be far easier to find. It's also going to be far cheaper, and you're going to be able to find many more varieties of it out there. And so I really think if I had to pick one, it would probably be my Mini-14 is what I would go with. Although I really do enjoy shooting my M1 carbine. Why am I not including the SKS? Well, I think at least mine, as I said, it's pretty severely bubbed. Um, I just don't think at this point it's very hard with the SKS to get it to a point of I don't want to say usability, but yes, I mean you can get larger magazines for it. You can get different stocks. I've shown mine before on my channel. I have an old Tapco stock on mine. Yes, you can get larger magazines, but then they have to be duck billed. Can you get it to accept AK mags? Yes, you can, but then that's more money and more time and whatever. And I think at some point you just get to limiting returns with the SKS. I would really, really, really like to know what your opinion is. I know everyone's got an opinion. Probably most of you watching this have at least one of the three or more of these. I'm going to put a pinned comment down below. Let me know what you think. Which one do you prefer? Which one would you take into some sort of conflict, or if it was some post apocalyptic science fiction y calamity that was going on, which would you want to grab and take with you? Leave that comment down below. Folks, I hope you got something out of this today. Thanks for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one. Stay tuned. This is Tac Nerd signing out.